back to my childhood and the development of my confidence, I primarily think of two instances. First, when I was around preschool age, I was attending a local daycare, and my favorite thing to do at daycare was to play house with my friends. And every day we would fight over who would get to play the most coveted role, the mom. And every day there was one girl who demanded she play the part, no matter how hard we tried to beg, plead, and negotiate with her. And so one day, after getting sick of either playing the sister or the dog too many times, I decided to take matters into my own hands. And so I marched to my daycare provider and asked if I could make my own house. She said yes, and so I marched back, announced to everyone that I was making my own house, that anybody could join, and that we could all be the mom. And so naturally, everyone left her house and came to mine. Flash forward to the 3rd grade when I was taking dance lessons. And I remember being backstage at a rehearsal, getting ready to perform, when I watched a girl in my class go up to the only boy in the program and call him gay. I wasted no time in marching over there, telling her she was rude, and promptly stomping on her foot. Now, I wasn't particularly good friends with the boy, and I'm not sure if I even fully understood the context of the situation at the time. But I knew it was wrong. And so when I think back to these decisions, I realized that I didn't make them because they were inherently feminist. I did so because it was the right thing to do. Now, at the mention of the word feminist, I recognize that everyone has their own definition. While I and many other women find the term empowering, others find it harsh. But I am proud to claim and identify as a feminist. And so when I sat down to define what feminism is and what it means to me, I realized that feminism is just a modern confidence. To me, feminism is simply doing the right thing. Now, both when I was preparing to give my talk in August for TEDxYouth Lincoln and this talk, I was nervous. While I truly believed in everything I was saying, I didn't think I should be the one talking about it. But throughout the process, one thought stuck in my head. In her poem, Confessions of an Uneducated Queer, my favorite poet, Lauren Zuniga, quips that talking about things you don't know a lot about can be very problematic. But not talking about things you're afraid to screw up can also be very problematic. I'm not here to tell you I have all the solutions and answers to solve gender inequality, because I don't. We are all on this journey to discover what feminism is, what it means to us, and what role it plays in our lives. We're finding how this modern confidence encourages and empowers us all. Now, both when I was preparing to give my talk then and now, I realized that feminism is so important to me, and it's something I claim, and it's something I want you all to claim. I don't want you to be ashamed of this, because this is a powerful movement. Not just for women, but for men. This is a joint effort. And now, while I don't have all the solutions to solving gender inequality, I have a good starting place. I recognize that I am a privileged, white, middle-class female, and I cannot begin to speak to the injustices those international and minority women face. But I can fight with them. And so the first step into ever achieving gender equality is for us all to just take a step back and check our privilege and stop using it as something to distinguish us from one another, and instead use it to something to unite us. Now, I realize that I may just be another 19-year-old college student talking to you, and you may just think I'm another young person with good intentions, but I know that I am more. I am a modern American feminist, and I have a voice. Now, while my confidence development spawned my original journey, my latest journey began of outrage. 2 years ago, it was a classmate telling me that women did not have the same skill sets as men, and therefore should not be paid equally. 1 year ago, it was discovering this ad campaign by UN Women, using the most popular Google search results worldwide to demonstrate that women should stay at home, be slaves, be in the kitchen, and not speak in church. 2 months ago, it was finding out that all 4 women GOP senators opposed a bill fighting for paycheck fairness between the sexes. 2 days ago, it was learning that the word feminist is currently winning Time magazine's poll on words to be banned in 2015. Now, these situations continue to fuel a fire I will keep ignited for years to come. In the 95 years since women gained the right to vote, the American feminist movement has come a long way, but we still have a long way to go. And I, as a modern American feminist, am not afraid to take on this challenge. But it's important to recognize that I am not the face of modern feminism. Emma Watson, a United Nations Women Ambassador, is not the face of modern feminism. We are all but tiles in the mosaic that is feminism. Each and every one of us plays an intricate role in guiding and reshaping the movement. Now, my definition of the word is still being adjusted and adapted as I continue to fight new battles and face new hurdles. How do you define something that is so inherently right? Through her poems, Lauren Zuniga and countless other strong, incredible women left a ripple effect on my life, one I can only hope to leave on others someday. Who has left that kind of impact on your life? And more importantly, how can we all impact others on their journey to self-acceptance, to modern confidence, and to feminism?